You can see how the water goes up because of the partial vacuum that is created. Look at the difference alcohol makes. Let's make a transparent Red Bull. I start by scraping the can to reveal the aluminum which is made of. Now I'm making a solution of sodium hydroxide, which is a drain cleaner, with 1 teaspoon of sodium hydroxide. In this reaction, the temperature increases and I have to open the can so it doesn't explode. Sodium hydroxide dissolves the can and produces hydrogen gas, which is explosive. This is a test tube filled with hydrogen gas. In the end, we are left with a plastic layer that was inside the can. This is how I turn a bottle into a rocket. I put liquid nitrogen in a bottle with water. When I flip the bottle, the liquid nitrogen floats to the bottom, there it vaporizes and creates a huge pressure that shoots the water out of it. This is the breakdown of hydrogen peroxide into water and oxygen by potassium iodide. Mixing it with soap creates foam. I use warm hydrogen peroxide, which makes the reaction happen faster. Every metal has a different flame color. Let's see copper, which burns green. I put a little bit of alcohol in the beaker. To see the green flame, we have to sprinkle some copper sulfate onto the fire. Now let's see potassium, which burns purple. Then I sprinkle some potassium permanganate onto the fire. For this reaction I use sulfuric acid, which is a really strong acid, and sugar. The acid dehydrates the sugar, meaning takes the water out of it, and this leaves us with mostly carbon. Let's make the magic wand of Harry Potter. When we mix sulfuric acid and potassium permanganate, we get manganese heptoxide, which is able to oxidize the alcohol and start a fire. This is potassium iodide and hydrogen peroxide. My plan was to get these balloons filled with foam and eventually pop, but sometimes things don't go as planned and the first one popped immediately. I wanted to give up and restart everything, but suddenly the red one started filling up. The balloons contain potassium iodide, which breaks hydrogen peroxide and creates foam with the soap. I don't know what happened, but the Ki from the blue one fell into the hydrogen peroxide and started a reaction. This is sodium polyacrylate, a powder which is able to absorb water up to 1,000 times its mass. When added to water, it makes a gel that usually sticks to the bowl, but this time, it didn't. Whoops.